Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, scream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
Welcome to Geekenders. It is December the 5th. The end of the year has begun.
December the 5th.
December the 5th.
That's true.
Yep.
True. Yeah. Look at us. Almost 2 years of this shenaniganry. Don't know why, don't know how.
Proud of us.
Don't want to think about it now.
What the heck?
Let's move on.
I did my, all of these apps now, they all have like a wrapped,
Yes.
They all do now. Discord has one. And so I did my Discord wrapped, and I talked to you a lot.
Hold on, I haven't done mine. There's a big green button that says do it. Oh no.
You don't have to.
Dodger?
Yeah.
I didn't want it. Now my whole screen says checkpoint unavailable. It didn't even want to give me one. I thought it'd be cute to see if you were mine on here as well, but my entire screen became a green screen that said, no, can't do that.
Nice try.
All right.
I guess because we're in a call.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Or I don't do anything. And it's ashamed.
I did it.
Like
if you really wanted to do it right now, I did it on my phone. You could open Discord.
I'm all right.
Phone. Okay.
No, I don't need to know that. I am so tired. I screwed up in the most ridiculous way. I must stress.
Yeah.
Last night, I sent it to you, by the way, on the old TikToks. I was on there just scrolling. Now, someone earlier in the night may have been like, I need to get up early, so I'm going to take this edible here and go to sleep. And someone may have gone into his bed and pulled up his phone and was like, I'm going to start looking for something to listen to when I go to bed.
Sure.
And then that translated into doom scrolling for 2.5 hours. But not doom scrolling. Whatever the version is, serotonin scrolling, whatever it was.
Sure.
Where I found weird videos of like dudes in tinfoil hats.
You were chasing things that made you feel awful. You were chasing the whimsy, the ridiculousness.
I was giggling to myself for 2 hours. I was just sitting there like, hee. I watched old men do weird stuff on the internet. I watch cats do dances.
Yep.
I saw all sorts of stuff. Frankly, good night. And then at some point I realized, oh no.
I need to sleep.
I forgot I have a show tomorrow. So then I went to bed and then I woke up and here we are.
If it helps, I last night fell asleep at like 8 p.m. like I do frequently. And then woke up at 1 a.m., got up and watched the last 3 episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know why. Got up, sat on the couch with my dog and watched the last 3 episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and waxed poetic to myself about what a great ending to the entire series that was. And then looked at my phone and went, it's 4 a.m. I gotta go back to bed. So we both did good stuff last night is what I'm trying to tell you.
I can always count on you to, if I'm like here at a weird, like this is my weird level.
Yeah.
You're always like, yo, and you always gotta like, I love that, like, our relationship is one where I'm like, I was up all night. I screwed up. I made a terrible mistake. I shouldn't have had that edible. And yours is like, oh no, I totally get you. So anyway, went to bed at 8, woke up at 1, watched 3 episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, then talked to myself about it for a while, and then was like, my goodness, it's 4 a.m. I should go to bed.
Are you saying that when we volley off of each other with stories and I'm trying to meet you where you are, I always miss the mark drastically?
You like see where I am, and you go to fire your arrow, and it just keeps going. Way past.
I think I'm giving like a pretty on par story.
I mean, it does bring you to my like you're on the level I'm at now.
Yeah.
But I'm just watching that arrow go by, wondering where it's gonna land. Where's that arrow going?
Where's it even going? Yeah.
Where's that going?
I feel that way every time I tell a story.
Yep.
Well.
It's gonna be that kind of episode, I see.
It sure is. You tweeted out a message that I sent you, side note.
I did.
Because you were so excited about it. Last Geekenders, Jesse pitched a game called Revenge on Golddiggers. He pitched it really hard. He had played the first 2 chapters and said to me that I had to play it. And so I'm going to tell you right now, I played that entire game. Not only did I play the entire game, I also went back to change stuff so that I would get the ending I wanted. So, did you play any more of it?
I did, yes. I want to tell you my experience, but part of me really just wants to know, because I explained my initial going into it reactions.
Yeah.
As someone who only had my thoughts, when you sat down to play, when you played, please regale me with the tale.
So I did feel like the way that you described some of this game, when I was experiencing it, I was like, this feels different than I expected it to. And it absolutely
In what way?
Like, if you want like a really specific example that made me laugh really hard.
Yeah.
So Jesse was just in this game, really quickly. In this game, you are playing as a guy. The first chapter is like his backstory with this girl he fell in love with, who sort of conned him out of all of his money. And the rest of the game is him having, out of like complete pettiness, created an incredibly successful business with a side business that is just destroying the lives of women that con men. That's his whole thing. And he has a crack team of 3 people that help him do it.
Well, hold on really quickly.
Yes.
Let me stress. The bookends of chapter 1 are a guy who's going to kill himself because his girl took all his money. And you swoop in and then you tell him the story of, hey man, this kind of thing happened to me and I changed my life around. And chapter 2 is the introduction of this changed around life. Now, even though they are like the anti-gold digger headquarters, and while he has a successful business, that's all it covers. He's like Batman.
Yeah.
The real him is the guy who works at the anti-gold diggers headquarters with the other girls. I'm sorry. One girl who was a former gold digger, now secretary / whatever she wants him to be / girlfriend. Then they have Unk, who is the coolest detective sidekick. I love him. I love that old man. I would get a drink with him. He seems awesome. And then he has hackerman. Just like the guy who's like, I'm the nerdy hacker. Anyway, the implication of this entire scenario is we get revenge on these gold diggers because they hurt these guys. But Dodger's correct in that in chapter 2, it's, we get revenge on these gold diggers because they hurt these guys. But in reality, it's this man ruins these women's lives. Like, just gets the money back.
Bro, I don't want to spoil stuff, but I will say multiple times in this game, I was like, oh, we're worse than them sometimes. We are a horrible person. What the fuck?
But then the evil gold digger, the League of Gold Diggers, when they go back to their castle, when it goes, y'all, if you ever played Final Fantasy 14, you know how it's like, meanwhile in Garlemald, that happens, but it's a castle, and there's a bunch of, they're all sitting around like, this man's getting too close. We'll have to do something about him. Like, there's a whole, so anyway, that they make them comically evil. So I still was like, no, I don't trust any. Like, I'm fine with this. But at the same time, we do a thing, and the ramification would be so dramatic. I'd be like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, please continue.
So the specific example I was going to give, which you kind of touched on, is the way that you described a girl who's in his team was like. That she was just like, I'll be whatever you want me to be, baby. When in actuality, she's number one, the fucking coolest girl in the whole game. And number two, the way you pitched it was that they were like in reality, she was like, I'll be his secretary or his girlfriend, whatever he wants. When in the context,
she does say that though,
but she says
out loud.
But she says it in the context of she's the plant. She's the person that gets put into situations to help him sell whatever his current story is.
I mean,
so
look,
she's like,
that's what the game shows us. That's what the game shows us. But she says in the beginning, as the introduction, in a flirty way,
job. She's like, I get planted as a secretary, a girlfriend, whatever. It's not like I'll be his secretary or girlfriend, whatever he wants me to be. I just love him. That is not their relationship at all.
All right. I mean, you're right. You're right. As the game plays out, most of their interaction is him being like, I need to do something insane for me. And she's like, pay me.
Yeah.
And he's like, fine, I'll do it.
All right, boss.
But that's like not the introduction. And see, you got to experience more than I did. I only played chapters 1 and 2 at time of review. And that's what their relationship was in chapters 1 and 2.
No, but that's literally this first time you meet her. She's like, this is my job. I will pretend to be a secretary or a girlfriend or whatever.
Maybe I was imprinting and just wanted her to love me. Maybe that's my fault and I'm the problem.
Cool. I was slightly upset at first that actually no, that's a spoiler. I won't say anything about that. Never mind.
Look, I was convinced I was like, something's up with this girl. She's too cool. Something's up.
She is cool.
What's going on here?
I love her.
Cool. Yeah, but anyway, please.
So yes. Something that I will say now that I've finished it, and you haven't finished it yet, correct?
No. You're ahead of me now.
So yeah, I won't say anything specific about where this game goes. It is fucking buck wild though. And
the message you originally sent of I just beat chapter 4, this game's wild. Having also completed through chapter 4. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy. What I will say is if you played Road to Empress and you were like, I just kind of hate how it feels like there's only really one way to play it. This game is similar in a lot of ways. There are, in a lot of scenarios, there's like the right way to behave, or regardless of how you behave, it all sort of funnels into the same thing. The last chapter branches a lot more. So they sort of save the potential like differences in the ending for the last chapter, really.
It's probably like little tallies along the way, because I'm sure the obsession ranking
obsession meter
matters.
Yeah, lasts through different chapters. Yeah.
I learned that the hard way. My one critique of the game I have is, I mean, I don't know if it's a critique. It's I ran into the exact same problem in Road to Empress, which was when I got to that, I was doing great, got to that one moment, and then died repeatedly. And the only way I could move forward was to just keep selecting, because I had no idea what the answer was. Keep selecting until it was like, that's the one.
Yeah.
And so in chapter 4, I had the same thing happen, where you very clearly must get a certain girl to like you enough to continue.
Right.
And if you don't, she's like, I'm going to ruin you. And then the game ends. And I went through every iteration only to realize I had screwed up with her so bad I had to go back to the beginning of the chapter and start over.
Oh, shit.
That's how crazy. I was like, now look, you're all going to judge me, and I ask not to. This one moment, just don't. In chapter 4, there are 2 women, and one of them has red hair. And I said, well, that's problematic for me. And so just because I started getting her obsessed with me and not this other woman, I had no idea the other woman was quintessential and crucial to the plot.
You were like, fuck that lady.
It's like, she's being so mean to me. I don't even respect her. I don't even know this woman. And then this other woman was like, I'm on your side. Do you know what it was, though? The League of Golddiggers, they tag teamed me. They got me. They found my weakness, and they used one woman against, they good cop, bad copped me.
They do. Good cop, bad cop you.
I fell for it. I was like, damn, they got me, dude. And then I proceeded to be truly a terrible person.
The worst.
I couldn't.
I need to off when we're not doing Geekenders. I need so badly to talk to you about our behavior in that chapter because it is crazy. I kept having to pause to be like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Because this is a game that I don't like. The roller coaster. I don't want to spoil any of it.
Yeah.
The roller coaster of going from chapter 1 and learning the backstory to chapter 2, where we learn what our job is, to chapter 3, where it's like the past comes back to haunt you, to a literal revenge story for a thing I did not know was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then you're like, F them gold diggers. It's personal. And you're like, whoa, what, dude?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then the fact that apparently they're like, the recruitment for the gold diggers is so high. They have the pick of the litter when it comes to just choosing someone to join the org. Like, it's honestly, I love every minute of it. I couldn't believe
it's cinema. I love it. It's so crazy.
I couldn't believe half of the things that were happening. But what did you think of the bonus stuff, like the dossiers and stuff like that? Because I was like, this is insane, yet somehow kind of charming.
Mm-hmm. I didn't read through a bunch of that stuff. I didn't, because people were saying, oh, there's like character profiles and things that you can look at. And I said, because I didn't know where the game was going, I didn't want to look at the character profiles in case they said something that I didn't know yet or want to know. So I didn't look at any of that until the end of the game. Because you had said before that like the dossiers are basically like the scenarios that you run into in the game. It does sort of a rundown of like whether or not, like, what would be the right self-respecting choice to make in that scenario.
Sure.
Is there a red flag in this situation that you in real life could watch out for, right? Things like that. And the way that they pitch it is so funny because it's like freeze frames of the characters like, oh man, I wish that I knew what I could do in that situation. Well, buddy, I'll tell you what, you could say no because they are crossing your boundaries. Oh man, I guess I'll have to do that next time. It's very cute.
There's my favorite part is there's like a worrying moment because most of it is like very, hey, this is some good advice that you should take when pursuing someone or when trying to get in a relationship or being in a relationship. Here's some like hot advice I want to give you. But at a certain point, when you cross the threshold into I'm here for revenge.
What are those dossiers?
Some of the pop-ups that appeared, I really was like, I don't want to know what that says.
Same.
Because I feel like it says something
like,
not good.
There's no way that there's anything good to take away from these chapters.
The minute, like in the beginning, everything I'm like, this is so wholesome. Yes, of course. You don't want to let people walk all over you. And you want to like establish, like, yeah. At a certain point, when I'm sitting down to meet with this girl who hates me and we're trying to create a fund and like everything about it is shady. I am actively manipulating this woman. She's trying to manipulate me. We are all in like a spiral of manipulation and we're all trying to hurt each other and flags are popping up and I'm like, I don't know what that's going to say. And I'm a little worried about what that's going to say because already most of the choices I'm making, I'm like, oh no, I'm a terrible person for
you
this.
have to just commit, though.
Yeah.
Once you realize like, oh, that's who we are, then you have to just make the choices that align with that behavior.
I literally, the like sociopathic part of me comes out when I play this game because there will be moments where like a pop-up will appear. Going back to, because it's not too spoiler, but going back to the conversation we were having, we're trying to like, you versus this woman who's trying to create this like charity. There's a moment where I realize, oh no, I am gaming this too hard. Where 3 pop-ups appear, and one of the things was like, because she asks about this girl, and one of the things that pops up is like, you know, let's move on, I don't want to talk about it. And one of the things is basically, this is because both of us, she was important to both of us. And there's one that's like, she was a good person and like everyone loved her. And the entire time I was like, all right, so I'm obviously not going to say, let's move on. I don't want to talk about this. But if I say she was important to both of us, I know you might think that means that, you know, I'm trying to connect with this woman and as part of my manipulation. But I think because she's a manipulator, she's going to see that when I say both of us, I've turned the subject to us and not the girl we're talking about. So what I need to do is say she was important to everyone. So it's a broad thing and it's about her, not about us, because it's not about us. I'm here to break this woman. It's about doing that. There's no us, right? Like that kind. Anyway, it worked really well. To the point where I was like, oh no, I have powers for evil.
So I had a similar reaction when playing this game, but not in a like, I think there's something wrong with me, but in more of a maybe that's just copium. But in more of a, it's interesting how quick, like with good actors or good writing, how you as an observer can pick up on like what you should say for that sort of person, right? I think last week you had talked about how one of the girls, unfortunately, is very susceptible to like negging in this game. But there are other women who like I met them and I immediately was like, this is a really intelligent woman. She is gonna know what I'm talking bullshit. I need to be straight up with her. And it would always work. And I was like, it's crazy how clearly the writing and the acting is good enough that you're like, I have a read on this character. And if I am playing a manipulator, I know what I need to say in this moment, right?
I don't know that I read the character at all. I consistently thought I was reading who I was supposed to be. And there'd be options or it'd be like, yeah, you've broken this poor woman. She literally is like, I'm giving up all my whole life. Everything I was, I'm giving it up for you, baby. I love you. And you're like, and then once she does, it's always like, I'm leaving you. You're stupid. You fell for my plan. And they're like, no, but I love you. And all the options are like, walk away and don't say shit. Or turn around and say one last thing. And I was like, oh, well, obviously I'm going to turn around and say one last biting remark. And I click that and I turn around and my guy goes, you love that dick though, don't you? And she's like, mwah, jumps on me. There's a whole sex scene. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what? I was like, I didn't read who I was at all.
I didn't run into that situation ever.
I had multiple times where I thought that I had like, oh no, this woman hates me. I like Dennis systemed this. I was like, she hates my guts. This woman hates me. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to leave. And they're like, don't leave. I love you even more. And you're like, no, this is some sort of psychological manipulation. Get out of there, my man. And he's like, okay. And then the sex scene happens. Dukes, there's a clip. There's a clip out there where I'm making a choice. And I don't know what I said, but I say something along the lines of, and then I walk away or whatever. And the game hard cuts to a slow motion sex scene. Like hard cuts. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's not what I thought was going to happen.
Oh my God. I didn't sex scene anybody. I had zero sex scenes my entire playthrough. I don't know how you accidentally stumbled into sex scenes.
Well, because this one girl and we were talking and we both, I don't want to spoil things. It's the conversation where you have the option to be very truthful. Mm-hmm. And as you are, you learn this other person is not at all. Like, but if you both keep drinking, she starts to get a little more truthful. Anyway, I thought I was walking away from the conversation. Okay. Like, all right, you lush. Like I was going to, nope. My man was like, you're drunk? Time to bone. I was like, what is happening? I know it. It was wild. I was like, I don't think I intended for any of this to happen, but it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wild game. Every single
chapter. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I am woefully unprepared to deal with the League of Golddiggers.
In real life, the real life League of Golddiggers.
They manipulated the shit out of me. Every turn, the League of Golddiggers was like, Jesse will fall for our trap. And I did consistently.
Oh my goodness.
Thank God I had such an expert in the field of Golddiggerology as our main hero of this story and his team of sexy secretary, cool guy hacker, and Unk. Shout out to Unk. My favorite.
Bro, I was clowning on Hacker Boy so hard because the number of scenes where he was like, I tried to look into this person, but I couldn't find anything. And I was like, what are you doing? This is your literal job.
That's because the League of Golddiggers
scrubbed them.
Scrubbed all their so when you get in there and you like snoop around the League, I was like, yo, they're like, you were not invited here. You are not welcome. I was like, they got security.
Yeah. They had big buff dudes and everything.
Also, can I just say for the record?
Yeah, of course you can.
The biggest betrayal in this game, the biggest out of all the betrayals.
Yeah.
All the men who work for the League of Golddiggers. All their security, all those guys. You know what you're doing.
What are those dudes doing?
You know what you're doing.
Bro, you know
traitors.
They get paid so well, dude. You know it.
I mean, they were willing to take 50,000. Go get yourself a boob job. Or whatever they told that one girl. They're like, go fix your whole thing and then we'll start dealing with you and how we can take money from men. I was like, they got a whole system. This is like a marketing scheme.
Yeah. All of the different stuff going on in this game is so when you described the game to me, I thought that it was going to be pretty systematic, to be honest. I was like, okay, so each chapter is going to be a different girl that we're trying to take down. And instead every chapter I was like, I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen in this chapter. I'm so lost. I have no idea where we're going next.
Again, I must stress, this game is cinema. This is, you will not find a more entertaining thing on TV right now, period.
Yeah.
You're just, take my word for it. The entire time I was like, there's moments where I was just like,
Same.
for minutes at a time. Brilliant. You know what? Brilliant.
Yeah.
More of these, please. I don't know what companies are making these, but keep it coming.
I don't know how we get another one, but I want another one.
We need more games.
More of these.
We need, my God, China's taking swings.
Absolutely.
When it comes to FMVs.
We should be so embarrassed. Like our FMVs
We really
are not
should.
cutting it, dude.
We need to just start getting weird with it. Believe in the dream.
We need somebody with stupid money to play these games and then be like,
yep,
I could make that. They have to have the funding for it, though. The reason that these games are so wild to play is because they have like soap opera level filming. Like it has like full cast, sets, music, like everything. You are playing through a movie. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's impressive. And so far, none of it feels phoned in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone is at an 11.
Yeah.
And all of these
actors
games
are like, I'm in. We're committing.
Just here for it. Yeah.
That's great.
I need more. I haven't enjoyed myself with an FMV in some time, and this has been perfect.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very happy with that game. And like I said, I got to the end and I was like, that's not the ending I want. And redid the whole last chapter to get the ending I wanted.
Damn.
So.
I'm very curious about it. I have like a few questions. There's some like season 4 Lost level questions happening right now. I really need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
The smoke monster is like really freaking me out.
Mm-hmm. I thought the smoke monster was kind of a fun addition to this game.
I thought the secretary was the smoke monster. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I could see. I was
like,
why.
oh, when she says it can be anything you want, I was like, oh, that's a hint.
Yeah.
No. When she came riding in on the smoke monster at the end, I was like, that's crazy, dude. I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah. But like that's just one of the branches.
Right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
There's other branches too.
Yeah.
Where the smoke monster comes in riding her.
Yep.
Have you ever said something you're not proud of, but you're pretty sure is great? Like, you're not proud of it, but you're pretty sure that was great.
So, right?
Yeah, that's good.
At that.
Yeah, it was all right. That's pretty fun.
Oh, my goodness.
So what else have you been up to this week?
Oh, gosh. When we talked last week, I don't think I had beaten Silksong.
I think that's a great question. I know you were talking about either getting close.
I don't think,
or
I think I thought that I was close to the like true ending, but I wasn't sure. I have beaten it. I beat it.
100?
I have not 100%ed the game, but I got the true ending, so to speak. And so now I'm going back in and doing like side quests and things that I didn't do ahead of time. But what a good game. That was so good. I had such a blast with that game.
It's still on my PS5, unplayed except for the first 40 minutes or so. I started and was like, well, I'll come back. Look, I'm also a fraud in that I started Hyrule Warriors 2, and I haven't, like, I'm so much time. I don't have time to play. I gotta. Meanwhile, I will actively play things that I've played a million times before, which I think is like everyone does that. But yeah. So all right, Silksong. How was it?
It's good. It's a good game. I don't know. I'm not sure what to say. I feel like now that I've beaten it, I feel like I should have something profound or comforting to say to people who bought the game and got kind of overwhelmed by the difficulty spike of it. I'm not sure that I have anything I can say, to be honest. I will say that the fights are so satisfying from beginning to end. I loved pretty much all of the boss fights. This game, in Hollow Knight, you have the Colosseum, which is like a bunch of like long arena fights. This game puts long arena fights in the actual like main story game, and you have to beat them in order to progress. I think as far as things that are difficult to deal with and are the most frustrating, it would be those. The moments where you're like, literally the only thing that I have to do in order to move on with my fucking life is destroy this arena. And some of them are so hard, man. But I think it's all fun. It's just at the end of the day, as we always say when this game comes up, at the end of the day, some people really enjoy slamming their head against the wall. And that's just the sort of game that they really enjoy. And I do really enjoy that. I enjoy doing the same fight over and over and over and over and over again. And a lot of people don't enjoy that. And I'm not in any way saying that I am a better gamer. It's just a different way of enjoying playing games, right? So it's hard for me to say to somebody who's like, I started playing Silksong, it's more difficult than Hollow Knight, I'm not really enjoying myself. It's hard for me to figure out how to pitch the game properly to that person.
Yeah. It's always tough when things are mechanically the separator between what people enjoy rather than story or whatever. Because you can always say like, well, don't worry about the story, just play for the fun. But if you can't play it the way that you would like or prefer to play a game, then that's pretty tough. But like,
people pretty quickly made mods that lower the difficulty. I would highly encourage you, because the story is very good and it's just a beautiful world to run around in and experience. I would say, even though Team Cherry didn't give it to you inside of the game, there are a lot of good mods out there that adjust things and make it a more accessible like playing experience. I would say look into that so that you could still play the game.
Sure. I mean, I feel like it's the age-old question of, should a dev adjust their game for players, or should they just create the game they want to create and then players adjust?
Yeah.
And I always tend to land on the side of create the game you want to create, players can adjust, or not play your game, or whatever. And so, yeah, I'm all for mods. I'm all for the different things that people create.
For sure.
Just because it's not in the base game doesn't mean that, if they didn't want mods, they'd say stop making mods.
Team Cherry, I believe, have openly been like, yeah, man, if there's a mod that's going to make the game better for you, download the mod. Like, a lot of devs are very happy for people to mod their games as long as they're single player,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think even in the extent of, I know like Elden Ring, for example, has so many mods that you can do.
Yes.
But the fact that you can do like two people can get together still and play, I think that inclusion of single player is important, because the minute it's like now there are two people playing, it kind of changes the experience vastly from just like your easy, I'm going to do this and I'm going to put a mod on that gives me like 8 billion runes.
Right. Yeah.
It changes the experience, and now there are other people involved. I'm fine with like an extra hard single player game being modded to be like,
100%.
super easy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
But
there
I feel
are
like
so
if you
many
took,
talented modders now.
Yeah, I feel like, but if it was like a co-op game and you modded it to be super easy, I don't know. For some reason, I'd be like, well, why is that? I'm like, nah. But the minute it's single player, I'm like, mod the hell out of it. Go nuts.
For sure.
I don't know what that's clearly a personal thing. I just don't know why.
I mean, I would assume that's coming from a place of when you've modded your game. Obviously, if you and the other person are like IRL friends and you can discuss it, then who gives a shit? But if you're playing with a person you don't know, your mods are potentially affecting their experience with the game too, right? Is the potential issue.
Also, I think it kind like, imagine if Let Me Solo Her was a modded character. It ruins the mystique of the moment. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like if some dude came in and was like, I'm about to meme this shit up, bro. But his whole thing was he just cheesed the game, you know? There's something like almost insulting about that. Mm-hmm. I would rather it be some guy who's like, I've trained and forged in the fires of getting my ass beat.
Yeah.
Now I am naked, but with 2 swords and a pothead. Let us go. Like, that's a thing. I love that. But the minute it's cursed with the knowledge that like some guy could mod that, ruined for me.
Right.
Maybe I'm just like it aesthetically. Like, I just don't like it for the aesthetics of having someone having modded something in a multiplayer game.
So if you're playing Elden Ring and SpongeBob SquarePants comes in to help you with a fight, is that going to like ruin how you're feeling about it? Or
God damn you. No, it wouldn't. It would make it better. I'm a hypocrite, okay? If SpongeBob came to save me in Elden Ring, I would love it.
It would be great, okay?
I'd love it.
It would be great. Yeah.
You got me. I'm a hypocrite.
The immersion of the fight is ruined, but god damn it. Look at that sponge go.
I would have loved that moment.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to have you confront that live.
It's fine. It's fine. I didn't need to be cool on the internet ever again. All right.
Were we ever cool on the internet?
No!
Bro, today, one of my kids' classmates, when I was dropping her off at school, I was chatting with them, and a third grader, they were like, yeah, over here is the cool circle. And I was like, oh, shit, I don't think I can be over there. And she was like, look at your style, man. Of course you could come over here. And I was like, a third grader thinks I'm cool? A third grader thought I was cool today. So don't be too jealous.
I just want to. The first thing that came to my mind, and this is like the first thing that came to my mind was to reply. Well, that's because you were wearing that cool Tinkerbell sweater that said "Cool Mom" on it.
What sweater is that? What sweater is that?
The cool Tinkerbell sweater that says "Cool Mom." That's because that's what you were wearing, and that's all I can think about now. You don't have Cool Mom sweaters? You're out.
We're sorry. Done. I'm so sorry.
You're done. Done.
No, I was wearing I was wearing my Norm the Giant t-shirt.
Norm the Giant?
This. From Diesel's. And she thought it was cool. She thought my shirt was mad sick. And I was like, you have good taste, child.
You are cool. You're pretty damn cool.
Thank you.
You're pretty damn cool.
Thanks.
And what did I say last week? Cool Mom?
I'm scared. What did you
Rewind the clip!
Show the clip!
I believe I'm just going to say,
Yeah.
all of this, as
Yep.
cool as you are,
Mhm.
will become so embarrassing for Clark.
Oh,
and I can't wait.
I remember that
I'm
conversation. Yeah.
I'm
At
excited.
some point, those same kids are going to be like, this is the cool circle. And I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, can I be in the cool circle? And they're going to be like, no. And I need to be mentally prepared for that. That switch is going to flip.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna, and
And
it's
so
gonna
I
be crazy.
understand why
The
right now in 3rd grade, I get it. I get why you're happy. I didn't mean to poo-poo you. You're right. This is cherish it while you can, because eventually it won't happen. So appreciate it. I love that for you.
Thank you.
I wish you were wearing a sweater that had Tinkerbell on it that said cool mom, but that's fine. It's fine if you don't have style.
You should have a Tinkerbell sweater that says cool mom.
I would unironically wear that constantly.
I know you would.
I have to go to conventions with Tinkerbell, but it's always like sexy Tinkerbell. It's never like Tink. It's always like Tink's got like some tattoos and her ass is kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
And then it says cool mom.
Can I get one that says world's greatest nephew? And then we can wear them together.
Yes, except it's Peter Pan.
And it's Peter Pan. And everyone's like, I don't know what these shirts are trying to say.
It's Peter Pan, but he's like jacked. And his little green tights have like a little bit too big of a bulge. It's like ripped. Right? He's just like flexing. And then,
oh, what terrible
it's a set because you got like
exactly.
Tink. Mm-hmm. You got Tink who's looking like she throwing that thing back, right?
Cigarette.
And then you got,
oh
yeah, but she's like me, and then
you have ripped Peter,
jacked, like jacked Peter,
Damn.
Yep.
These are good shit. Those ideas are free, gang. These are good ideas.
That's what I'm saying. We should bring it back. I'm sad the world doesn't remember Tinkerbell sweaters. I'm sad. I mean, y'all forgot.
They still exist at Disneyland, just not the Hot Topic version of Tinkerbell, I think has passed.
I aged myself. That's how you know. I still thought the kids were wearing the hot Tinkerbell. It's not true.
It's okay because everything is cyclical and they'll come back around.
Damn. We need Jack's Peter Pan merch immediately.
Maybe that's the direction we have to go in, you know? Because we had...
It landed well. Everyone in chat seemed to really respond to Jack Peter Pan.
Yeah, and like we had Hot Topic, you know, Disney princesses. So now we need Hot Topic Disney princes. Have we done that yet?
I think we should. You know they did. Jack Skellington is the mascot of Hot Topic. That's
so
basically
true.
Disney Prince. Yeah.
Jack Skellington and Gurr from Invader Zim have kept that business afloat for years.
For years.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, is there jacked Disney princes kind of like merch out? Can we do that?
So,
like a real jacked.
So like the head of a Disney prince, but on like the body of
Peter Pan.
Super Saiyan Goku.
It's Peter
like,
Pan.
That kind of vibe.
On like a jacked body,
right.
But he's got green tights on, and in that is like a lot of junk. You know what I'm saying? Like, defined. You can see stuff in there. And then he's
Peter
just
with
flexing.
a ripped Peter, if you will.
Right. And you can see him flexing.
Yeah.
And then, and then it says like world's greatest nephew.
Yeah. That's the shit I want.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You show up to a school in that, you'll never be able to come back. You have to send Sam every day to pick up Clark. They don't allow me back on the premises.
Come on.
Ma'am, you came here with a jacked up Peter on a shirt. It's inappropriate for children.
It is.
You shouldn't be here.
However, oh, yes. Go on.
No. I was going to say, I wonder if they let you wear it in Disney, but
they might.
They might.
I don't know how precious they are. Well, clearly they're precious about their IPs, but I don't know how, if they have the same sort of like Archie Comics like approach of you can't misrepresent our characters. I don't know.
Is it misrepresenting Peter Pan to make him like a buff boy? Like just jacked, like ripped?
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Really?
I think so. Maybe if you got rid of the dong, it would be fine. I think with the dong, it's murky for Disney.
Then how come they can, I guess Warner Brothers is different. I was about to say, how come Bugs Bunny can be smoking blunts on t-shirts? And SpongeBob can be like, get money, F hoes.
Right.
If that, like, do they not sue? I guess who are you going to sue? You got that shirt made at a fairground. Who are you going to sue?
Yeah.
No one.
I'm driving behind a car with a Care Bear doing the Calvin and Hobbes piss take. Who do I call to say,
who are you going to call?
Guys, you got to crack down on this, you know?
Also, why is a Care Bear pissing? Care Bears tinkle. Care Bears don't Calvin and Hobbes piss. That's different.
No. But
Calvin and Hobbes, that's because he's pissing on society, man.
Wait, though. Okay, originally it was just piss, but I think now, remembering what Care Bears are, I think it would have to be peeing a rainbow.
Right, of course.
Right.
And it's not even, there's no liquid, it's just a rainbow.
It's just a rainbow.
Pure energy.
But they're in the Calvin and Hobbes pose, right? Doing one of these. And then rainbow.
That's cute. All right, that's cuter. That's funnier. That's a more pun. Yeah. That's as good, if not better, than jacked Peter Pan.
I think we could sell more of Care Bear peeing rainbow than jacked big
that's why it's already been done.
Peter Pan.
That's why there are no jacked Peter Pans on the back of people's cars.
I guess so. Well, if it's a decal.
Yeah.
I bet there are some trucks. There's some trucks in the Midwest that would love to have jacked Peter Pan on them. What if we made? What if he's on mud dusters? The like mud flap.
I just keep thinking about like all the guys in the truck stop. You pull up in your jacked Peter Pan mud dusters, and they're like, "Nobody talks to that guy. He's weird." Oh, that's old buff Peter Pan guy right there.
Oh my God, he gets out of the truck and he's just dressed like Peter Pan.
Comes down with his little Peter Pan hat with a feather. He's like, "Good day, gentlemen."
Oh, everybody needs a thing. Look, they do such long hours. He needs to
Sure, everyone needs a thing. Yeah.
Keep it fun. So he dresses like Peter Pan. Leave him alone. He has a thing, okay?
His thing is not growing up. It's real weird. Guy is 56 years old. He wears tights around while he drives his truck. Mm-hmm. It is negative 20 degrees out. That man, everything's shriveling up, and he's still got them tights on. It is weird. But he is quite jacked. You know, I'm going to say it. He's built.
I'd love to know his routine, but I'm scared to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm a little, I don't want to know. It could be weird.
It'd be the best conversation of your life, Billy. only we're brave enough.
I'm here for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
What is his deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's such a weird guy.
Oh.
What's that from? And then I'll ask him, where'd you learn about Jack Peter Pan? He's like, well, one day, it was early on a Friday, I was watching this podcast. It changed my life. Absolutely changed my life.
No! No! We can't be the catalyst. Not for that.
We can, we were,
no,
we
we can't. Not for that.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. I have no clue how we got to Jack Peter Pan. Oh, because you went and picked up your daughter. Okay, great.
Yeah. So what have you been doing this
Understood.
week?
Well, seeing as I have no one to pick up, I've been freewheeling it and enjoying my life. I will say, however, I walked over to a taco place the other day.
Okay.
And while I was there, shout out to parents. Y'all are sweethearts. But there was this girl who was like zooming. I assume that's a thing. You get to a stage where kids just zoom around. She was running around like crazy.
Yeah.
And I watched, and this has nothing to do with games, but it has to do with like just parenting. The dad would just hold out his hand. She'd run by, take a bite of the taco. He'd pull it back. He'd eat his taco. Hold out his hand. She'd run by, bite a bit of the taco.
That's so cute.
Pull it back. I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. He wasn't even like, come on, sit down, come on. He was just like, here, just, all right.
Oh, it's coming back around.
Just eat it.
There you go.
It's like, I don't even know. That kid is going to be a long distance runner. I have no clue. But
Kids
it was very
get the
funny. Anyway,
zooms.
yeah, I got the zooms. I this week played a new Total War Warhammer 3 DLC is coming out.
Okay.
And it's 3 new factions. And I was like, yo, all right. Good time as any to jump back in. Can't wait.
Yep.
When I loaded in, I realized I didn't buy that DLC. I don't have the DLC. But for some reason, I watched it download because that's, they update it so it's in your system and you can see the characters, but you just can't play them. And I was like, oh, I thought I just had it. So, like any smart person, I went and downloaded the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I would have said if I was a smart person. Instead, I got so ADHD'd into the game that was in front of me. I was like, oh, I never did beat the campaign on Legendary with Bretonia, so I guess maybe I'll be that lady who goes to the desert and is like, like, I am the lion, I will defeat you. I was like, maybe I'll be her. And so I just started playing a new campaign.
Sans DLC. No DLC. Not a crumb.
No DLC. Not a damn thing. And literally ended up fighting a bunch of guys in like zombies. I was about to say the Tomb Lords, the Crypt Lords, whatever they're called. I'm fighting them. And then I get in a 3-way war with them and Korn. And I'm like, what is... So now I'm battling for my life. And it's one turn after another turn after another turn. And next thing you know, I'm just like, these sons of... Then I got vampires to my south. I got the Zinch coming from a different direction. I'm surrounded on all sides. I'm like, where are the races of man to help me? They're off doing whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm battling for my life. And then next turn. Hours went by.
Mm-hmm.
I held the line against the foes of man.
So proud.
Me and my French/British people, but mostly French. And I held the line. And then what I realized, I don't know, hours had gone by. I was like, I didn't even buy the DLC. I didn't play the DLC. And I was like, well, I'll get to that eventually.
So, but you said it did download something. Is that because because Total War Warhammer is is multiplayer, right? So you can play against other people.
I think maybe it allows you to see them on your map, maybe like when you are playing with other people.
That's what I was wondering. So like you could play with people who have the DLC and it needed to like
I'm trying to remember when I played with Crendor.
See when they did it.
Yeah, because we were trying to play, and I think it was because other people can have them because they're in the world. So if you play right now and you don't have the DLC, if you have the game and it's updated, all the new factions will still be in the world.
You just can't.
You just won't have to play it. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And so it's like, okay, great. I will try and fight all this stuff. I will say, as with all patches, every time they release a new patch, your computer will start chugging. Every time you're like, that first like 4 turns when there's like 270 factions still on the map, you press fast forward, and my entire computer was like, oh, okay, we're back here again. Yeah. But I love that game. I don't know why. It's one of those, it's like if Civ 7 was good, I'd probably be playing that instead. But because Civ 7 sucks complete ass, I have gone back to playing Total War Warhammer 3 like crazy, to the point where I'm actively trying to get achievements. Why? I don't know. It makes no sense, but I'm like, well, if I'm just going to play, I might as well try to do something with my time. And so I'm like, all right. So they want me to build like the pandemonium of terror and pain. Now, where can I build the pandemonium of terror and pain? And it's like, I start down here, and the only city that builds it is like, where?
Oh, no.
And I'm like,
Squints.
okay.
There?
So I'm like, well, I got to do it. But I'm wondering if the new factions, because a lot of those places are places you'd have to like take over from, like, I'm Johnny Nobody. And I wonder if those replace some of those. I don't know. That's usually what they do. So we'll see. But they got like a new Slanesh lady who's like, I'm a snake and I can chop you up. And then they got like a tentacle guy. He's like, I'm a tentacle man. And then they have an elf who likes to be a pirate, I guess, are the 3 new ones.
Perfect.
So I'm here for that. And the fact that we got 2 creepos, I love the creepos. I love playing as I've done all that stuff. It's the world of man I have to deal with.
Is creepos the technical term?
Yes. Anything that is tentacled and or horrifying is a creepo.
Oh, okay.
Your chaos hordes, your your nurglings, your screechers.
Okay. Vermin, not creepos?
Vermin, not creepos.
Okay.
Vermin are like stinkos. Stinkos would be beastmen, the nordlings. Skaven.
I do tend to go toward stinkos. And you tend to
you got your
stinkos.
I like the creepos. Now you could always go uggos as well. So many uggos. You could choose like, your ogres or your orcs or whatever. Got your uggos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got your like simpies. Humans, elves, wood elves, Drukhari, the simpies.
Meh.
And then, all of them, and then you got your nobody plays thems. And there's a few of those as well.
Who's in the nobody plays them? I only want one. Nope. Just name one.
The Vampire Coast. I was trying to do a hot take. I don't know if that reads. Vampire Coast.
Rebuttal?
I'm waiting for the rebuttal, but so far I don't see any. Jesse's making enemies today.
That's the sort of response we were looking for.
Yeah. So I'm very excited to check out one of them, but I literally just got caught up in the moment. Spoilers for those who are curious how the campaign ended.
Yes.
After battling in the sands and taking over a great deal of the sands, my dwarven allies turned on me and then I had to battle the dwarves plus Tzeentch, who was still to my south. And for some reason, I could have 2 armies together attacking the Tzeentch army, and the Tzeentch army could still kill both armies. I was like, what is this? So, like all good things, I quit the game.
Perfect.
And the next time I play, I'll play a completely different faction, and that campaign will never end.
Mm-hmm.
I will come back to it fresh, for I do not need the hassle of that bullshit.
No.
I said no and walked away.
Jesse, sunk cost fallacy could never.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter how long you've been working on that game. The second it's not fun anymore, you're like, I'm good.
Time to move on. I had my fun.
Time to leave.
I tried. The minute every battle is a battle where it needs me to fight them, look, Total War, I get it. Part of the thing is doing the battles. I understand. But part of my thing is Sun Tzuing my way through that shit, so I have overwhelming numbers and highly trained units, and I just click next, next, next. I do not need to fight you. I am superior. That's how I want to play. But at a certain point, when the game is like, no, every fight is going to be a battle for your life. I'm like, I have stuff to do today. Like, I can't be caught up in this epic battle for the next 3 hours. I have things to do.
Yeah.
So
that's fair. It's fair enough.
Yeah, and eventually the game, especially on Legendary, is like, oh no, I understand this other team has worse units than you, but their AI is so powerful that by auto-resolving, you're just going to let them win, okay? And I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense. Why are they better than me? They aren't. And then you fight the battle and you stomp them and you're like, this is the next phase of the game. We're in it now. Now every battle I got to fight every last one of these MFers.
That's not fun.
And then it's not fun because they have 8 billion armies. Right. I'm sitting there with like 3 armies and they're the best units the game has. And they're like, no. We have 5,000 armies and it's all trash, but we're just going to send wave after wave at you. And you're like, I wanted to build a farm over there in that town. But instead I had to spend all the money on my military. I'm like, this is, so yeah.
Yeah.
I love that game, by the way.
I'm so glad.
I love it. But yeah.
Can I piggyback off of you talking about like just wanting to feel powerful while playing the game?
Go on.
So this will be very brief because I think we've talked about it enough, but I started doing a replay of Dispatch. Mm-hmm. And I am extremely happy with how my first playthrough went in terms of story. I loved the ending I got. I was really happy with everything, to be honest. I don't care how pissed off people got. But replaying it, you feel like a god in the dispatching because tell me why I'm acing every single dispatch now that I've played the whole game. You feel so powerful playing through those dispatches again because you really, by the time you finish the game, you understand like how to do it. And so when they put you all the way back to the beginning, to those first dispatches, they're so easy. They're disgusting. It's amazing. In my first game, I was never a max level dispatcher. In this second game, I'm on my 3rd day of dispatching and I'm already max level. It's awesome. I feel great. I'm really proud of myself.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think, don't steal this anyone because I want to do this. I already played it, but everyone keeps bugging me to play it on stream. And I know we talked about how that's probably the worst thing I could do.
Yeah.
With that said, what if I played the Jesse Pinkman run where I just was purposefully like, I didn't can you fail? I don't know if there's a fail state for the dispatching.
I honestly don't know. Because we talked about
want
this
to
last
know.
week, didn't we? Like, if you just don't dispatch people, what happens?
I want to like be a dick. I want to get a soundboard that after every line of dialogue, the main character says, I go, bitch. Like I want to make the Jesse Pinkman run.
Do that. Holy shit, that
and
would be
just
so funny.
Be a dick to everyone. Not do my job. Not like I really want to know.
So you could, if you wanted to play that way and also just didn't want chat to affect how you were playing at all, you could literally just put them in emote only the entire time you're playing.
Like, I'm fine if they get pissed. I think that'd be actually very funny.
Yeah.
But what I want is to, like, I don't know if the thing would crumble, you know?
Yeah. But that's the
Like,
experiment, isn't it?
I also
Like,
want it to
what
be entertaining.
happens?
Yeah. I have to know. I have to know.
Mm.
I must. I'm doing it. I have to know.
You should. That sounds so funny. I would love to watch you play that.
It's my plan. All right. All right. Next week. It might be what we do next week.
Yes. I just got a text from my sweet love. So Sam told me to help him stop drinking energy drinks.
First off, I know the way you paused.
Yes.
Something. You were like, so I got a text from my love. So Sam, and I thought you were about to say, I don't know, dudes. I don't know what's happening. This is what no sleep does for me. I thought you were about to say, I got a text from my love, and then about to tell me a story that your love told you about Sam. Is what
like
I
my
thought
love
you were
was a
about to
totally
do.
different person.
Yes.
I see.
And I was like, what? And then I realized, oh no, I just am sleep deprivated and losing my mind. But okay, yeah.
So Sam, my sweet love.
Right.
He recently told me that he wants to be drinking less energy drinks. So I was like, cool, sounds good. And I came downstairs this morning and he had bought a Celsius and it was sitting on the counter. So I hid it in the kitchen and he just texted me and was like, hey, do you know where that Celsius is? And I feel like it should just stay hidden.
Although, with that said, out of all the possible, isn't Celsius like 0 calorie?
They're
Like,
still,
out of
they're
all the
so
possible
bad for you.
ones,
They're all bad for you, man.
clearly they're all bad for you. But of all the bad ones, I imagine he's not drinking like a Monster 300 calorie supercharger, you know, or like he's not getting too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But he's definitely addicted to caffeine. Yes.
If I said to him, I've got to stop drinking coffee, and then I brought a like really highly caffeinated coffee home and just left it on the counter, and he was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and dispose that would annoy me.
Oh, no, you did the right thing.
But also I'd be like, I told him that for a reason.
Yeah,
right? So
no, you did the right thing. If only for the goof.
For me.
Yeah. If only for the goof, you have to reply with something like, I'm
ready.
Okay. Hold on. We gotta have a Celsius pun. Something about temperature.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
This is what you're right.
Okay.
The Celsius. No, wait. I'm trying to spin this. All right, here we go.
Okay.
You say, I walked into the room and no, hold on. No. You say. Hold on, I got this.
I'm going to just set it down for now.
No. You say.
Like, am I typing you say? Or what is happening?
No, clearly not.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
Okay. You write.
Yes.
I didn't want you to what was the flavor of the Celsius?
I have no idea. I don't know, but somebody in chat said, "Sorry, dude, I've only seen Fahrenheit," which is fun.
That's fun. That's fun. All right. Look, help me out here. Workshop this with me. I'm trying to get to, because you're already too hot, right?
Ooh,
so I'm trying to, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get there, but I don't know that. I don't know the A to B to C. I'm looking for the B.
It's like, yeah, I did dispose of that Celsius, but I'm gonna tell you that in a compliment. Yeah, I see you. I see you.
That's what I'm trying to get at. But like, you're already too hot, right? And so I was trying to think like, okay, because Celsius and temperature and like that's how do we get there?
Right.
I'm trying to help you out.
I like it. I like this spin. I think it's a good spin.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's like, or we could just go in on the stupidity and be like, I saw the Celsius on the counter, and that those are degrees. And then you're already too hot for me. We're working. There's no bad ideas.
Okay,
There's no bad ideas. We're working.
Yeah. Okay, so he specifically said, "Did you have that Celsius?"
All
Baby,
right.
with you in the house.
Reply. No, you reply.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yo, no, you reply. You're already hot enough as it is, so I drank it. I'm trying to keep up.
Send.
Great.
See how that goes.
Great. Love that. You got to let me know what he says back. We did that live for y'all. That's how it works around here.
We
are professionals. Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Now she's just gonna be talking with Sam all day. Hey, we're on a podcast, Sam. We're doing things. This is important. Not all of us can. What is Sam doing right now?
Taking my child to her after school activity. He's being a dad.
That's probably more. That's probably more important. But it's, you don't have to say it like that.
I'm sorry.
We're doing important things. Damn.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So important that we could take the time to formulate a letter to write back. Mm-hmm. A letter. Like we sat here like, dear Sam, it's ever so cold without your presence.
It's ever so cold. If only I had a Celsius.
Mm-hmm. That's what we should have done. Oh, man. Whatever.
Oh, I haven't given you the door update.
I assume it's not up.
We don't have
Otherwise,
a door,
this whole outfit doesn't make sense.
So I got stood up by the carpenter, who I've now learned in England is called a chippy. And I couldn't fit that together in my brain, and I had to ask Sam to explain it to me.
Okay. This is how you know I'm definitely off today.
Okay.
My brain, when you said I got stood up by the carpenter, my brain immediately went to Teenjus, the Teenage Jesus musical.
What?
And then how in that musical there needed to be a song called I Got Stood Up by the Carpenter. Because Teen Jesus stood this girl up, and so she sings a song.
Your brain formulated all that so fast.
I know. I'm aware.
'Tis the season. I'm proud of you. I don't know where all that came from, but
the righteous gemstones, Tinges, Uncle Baby Billy.
Sure, okay.
And he's making a musical about Jesus as a teenager, except he wants to play it. So it's an old man playing young Jesus. It's hilarious. Anyway, that's where I went from A to B to C very quickly. I'm going to get a call from my mother now. She's going to be like, "Are you okay?"
So we have a decent number of competent people living on the farm with us, right? We are a pretty DIY heavy group of people. And so we're coming up on week 3 of me having no door. And I said, is there a reason why I can't just attach this fucking door? And this was how I realized that I had no idea what door fitting entailed, because very patiently they had to say to me, well, you have to shave down the door to make sure that it fits perfectly in your door frame, because it's an outdoor door frame. And so it's warped over time. So you need to make sure, like, the door comes as a pre-made size, but then you have to shave it to make sure that it fits perfectly in the frame. And I was like, I don't know why I just assumed that wasn't something you would have to do.
Is it like one of those American things where we just have like 8 million styles of door and they're all like pre-made nonsense? So it's like, yeah, it'll fit. Or is it hyper specific because it's outdoor and the only doors you've ever dealt with have been inside doors?
Our house is an old farmhouse, and all of the doors inside of the house are not like prefab doors at all. And it's honestly the most annoying thing ever, because when we first moved in, my kid couldn't even reach the doorknobs because of how these doors are made. And I've tried to figure out how to replace them with just normal ass doors, and normal ass doors don't fit in the frame. So yeah, maybe in England there are more doors that are made for specific frame sizes, less just prefabricated door frames and doors. I don't know, but it's annoying as fuck. I would love to just be like, get rid of these doors, buy a few plain normal ass doors and put them in the frames, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just everything's a little more bespoke out in the country in the UK, or
I don't know
if we in the States just have a lot of like prefabricated things because people are like, I'll fix it myself. You know, I don't know.
Oh, he didn't respond. There's a text from my mom.
You looked excited. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
Is she wondering how you're doing? She's like, how you doing, baby?
No, my family finally made a family group chat. We've never had one before because my sister for a very long time refused to get WhatsApp. So she's now finally been convinced to get it so that all of us can be in a group chat together. So it was, my brother is currently in Mexico, so he was posting pictures of Mexico, and it's my mom being like, it looks beautiful, honey.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet. All right.
Yeah. And I got to post a picture of my kid dressed up as an alien from the other day. You know, it's just fun. It's nice.
Time out.
Because I don't use fucking Facebook and stuff anymore. Yes. What's up?
Time out.
Yeah.
What kind of alien?
She was in like a holographic outfit and then had the two little like boing like balls.
Oh, like a 1950s alien.
Yeah, like she might have been on a side character on a Star Trek episode, sort of alien.
Gotcha.
Original
so
series.
Not like a like a green alien or gray alien or
Nothing you
I don't
would
even
ever
know.
talk about
None
on
of that.
Illuminati.
or like an alien from Aliens Alien, but
No.
like 1950s, like take me to your leader.
Yes, absolutely. A human in a holographic, like pink and purple holographic suit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, with little boing. Yeah.
There's something fun about that. Although the inflatable suit that blows up and it looks like an alien is kidnapping you, that's the one. That's the
Never
kind of
seen that.
like, that's the difference between what I would buy a child and what you would buy a child. Yours is cute and wholesome. Mine's like, I found this one and it looks like you're being kidnapped by the alien and it blows up around you. So the head's behind you and it's like grabbing your arms and it's kidnapping you. That's where I come from.
Mm.
That's what I would want to be like, hey kids, come on. Let's go get you kidnapped by aliens. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
You can't even pretend to be tired. You can't.
Why
not
not?
how I feel. Because it's not allowed. This is
What
one
if
of
we
those
did it at
like
the same time? 3, 2, 1, go.
no, I'm not feeling it.
Oh, okay.
If I close my eyes, I'm down. I'm done.
The podcast is over the second your eyes are
I'm
shut.
done. Yeah, so let me gatekeep this sleepiness, okay?
Mhm.
You're not allowed to be sleepy. I'm only allowed to be sleepy.
You don't have to tell me what show. Have you ever been on a D&D show or a podcast or something where you're not on camera and you've been tired enough that while other people are talking, you've done this on the desk while they're talking?
Not during D&D, but there is one episode of Chilluminati where it wasn't a me-focused episode, and I had gotten home from a flight, and I was jet lagged to hell, and they were just, like, talking, and at some point, I don't know if it was one of the ones that we recorded, at some point, I'm like, no, I'm just listening, I'm listening. I'm just listening. That's how I felt.
Mm.
Yeah. It's happened there, which is probably the worst place for it to happen. On a D&D show, at least, you could, I don't know, if you're in combat, there could be 20 minutes before you have to say anything.
It's true. I was on a collab once where I was just like not involved for a while, and I got up with the intention of doing some jumping jacks to wake myself up, right? I was like, I just need to be active. I just need to like get up and like power walk around, do some jumping jacks. So tell me why I got up and immediately just laid down on the floor. The literal opposite of what I got up to do.
There are times, look. There are times, I'm used to this now. There are times where you and I have been having a conversation, and you've said to me, oh, I need to put Clark to bed. Hold on, I'll be back. 10 minutes.
Bro.
20 minutes.
I know.
It's
better now. She's bigger now. It's better now. It's better now. But yes, I have
and I'm like,
vanished
man,
on you for
that
an hour
poor
before.
kid must be a mess to get to bed. And no, you just fell asleep.
A
you
lot
went
of times,
and you fell asleep.
Yeah. It's either I go to settle her and she immediately falls back to sleep and I'm able to just get out of there, or she takes just long enough to fall asleep that I fall asleep first. Nightmare. It's different now though, man. It's different now. She puts on her sleep mask. She's got her audiobook. She goes, night.
Damn.
Amazing. It's great.
What is it like? I never.
Yes.
I guess I never thought of this before, but I feel like it's one of those things that absolutely it exists and always has. But for some reason, I never thought of it. Like audiobooks for kids.
Yeah.
Of course it exists, but in my mind, I was just like, what would those sound like? What would that?
So,
but Is it like, oh, hey kids, today, or is it like a today we're gonna learn about Curious George? Like, are they doing voices? What's going on?
So the really good ones are like full production, like sound design plus the reader, right?
Sure.
So there are really good free ones of any of you who watched the Hilda cartoon. They have like full production Hilda audiobooks that are great, that that have like all of the characters like talking as their characters, right? Currently she is really into, there's a series of kids books that are called the Loki books. The concept of them I thought was going to be really stupid, but I'm actually enjoying them a lot because I listened to them with her for a few minutes, which is that Loki has been getting up to so much mischief that he gets sent to Earth and put in the body of an 11-year-old boy with Thor. And he and Thor have to pose as twins and basically like protect Earth from frost giants while posing as 11-year-old boys. And it's very funny. It's very cute. But that one is literally just, they basically grabbed a guy who does audiobook readings who sounds like Tom Hiddleston. And they were like, do you want to do these kid Loki books? And he crushes it and it's great. But yeah, just like with adult audiobooks, you know, some characters you're just going to kind of read more normally and some characters you add more flourish to or have a whole different voice for. But they, for the most part, are just like normal audiobooks. You just read as the narrator normally. And if they want to put more production value into it, they'll add like sound effects and things.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, like, I saw in chat, and I was like, there was Teddy Ruxpin, dude. Yeah, no, I just didn't have one. But I do remember the commercial being like, he'll read stories to you.
Aww.
So, I mean, I imagine probably the answer is there's been kid versions of audiobooks longer than probably, well, no, I would say adult versions of audiobooks existed for, like, you know what? I don't have children, so I don't think about what kids are into often. And the idea that kids are listening to audiobooks, it hit me in a way that I was like, oh, that's fun. Never considered that a child would be like, put on my book, Mom.
Yeah. So
here we are.
Her current ones, she's going through a series of books called the Kid Normal books, which is basically a kid who he moves with his parents to a new town and they put him into school. And oopsies, the school is for kids with superpowers, and he doesn't have any superpowers. And so he takes on the mantle of Kid Normal, and he's just a normal kid, but he helps save the world. And those are very cute. The Loki books are very good. We also love if you played the Knights on Bikes game, there are 3 Knights on Bikes books that are great, that are like full production value. Yeah, and the Hilda ones are also great. So those are our current ones that we're listening to a lot. Yeah.
All right. Now, do you get invested in the stories? Are you like, time for the stories? Like, is there times Clark's like, Mom, I want to sleep, and you're like, no, but first the stories.
She honestly, for the most part, does not give a shit if she's slept through part of the book. Occasionally we'll start listening wherever it left off and she'll be like, I have no idea who this character is. And we'll go back. But it annoys the shit out of me if I'm invested. So like the Loki books were funny enough that I just started listening to them on my own because we slept through too much of it. And I was like, I don't know what's happening anymore. Why is Hurricane doing that? Why is Thor over there? Where did the frost giants come from? And it pissed me off enough that I just started listening to them on my own, separate from Clark.
Yep.
So, yeah. But for the most part, she's like, yeah, I slept through part of that, but like, I'll figure it out. I don't know how that doesn't drive her crazy.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, that would make me insane. But yeah. I guess maybe it's less about the content of the story and the noise or the sound, or dare I say, spending time with Mom.
Aw.
I'm going to give you that one because eventually it's not going to be the case in here.
Because who knows? Who knows when I'm not going to be in the cool circle anymore? We don't know. We have no idea.
Yeah. So embrace it now. Be in the cool circle now. Although maybe you'll always be in the cool. Like maybe if you keep changing, like Lady Gaga.
I'm not a normal mom. I'm a cool mom.
Yeah. What if you keep changing and you like Gaga? Like you keep going like. Every time you come back, you're like a different kind of mom.
I have to keep it fresh, you're saying.
Yeah, you got to keep it fresh so that the cool kids are always like, damn, that's a cool mom.
I don't think I have the energy for that.
Well, then you're not a cool mom.
The cool moms do. Yeah, the cool moms have the energy.
Moms have the energy.
Damn.
You have to find it. You got to dig down and find it. Everyone wants to be a cool mom. There's nothing cooler than being a cool mom.
Like Tinkerbell.
Full circle.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what have we got going for the news today?
Well, right out the gate, the big news everyone's talking about is Netflix is potentially, we're locking it in, buying Warner Brothers.
What?
Including, Netflix has agreed to buy Warner Brothers. After weeks of bidding from companies including Comcast and Paramount, a deal worth $82.7 billion was announced. Warner Brothers is the IPs of Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, the DC Universe, Mortal Kombat, and all the different things. And I guess it'll be on Netflix. I don't know what to say other than like expect to pay more for Netflix if that's your jam.
For sure.
You're gonna. We'll see. But also, I guess that means that if you have HBO, all the HBO stuff will be moving. I don't know. I have no answers.
Wait, is HBO a Warner Brothers thing?
No, but all the DC stuff is on HBO. So all the DC stuff would move, I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I
don't know if it'd move right away, but it would move eventually. No.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see exactly what happens. But Warner Brothers owns all the IPs. I mean, HBO is in fact Warner Brothers. So it would be everything? I don't know. That doesn't sound right.
I feel like they just make too much money on HBO to be like, and we'll just loop it in with Netflix. But they'll probably come up with some sort of a deal to have both or something, if that doesn't already exist.
Yeah, they'll probably sell you a Netflix HBO package.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warner Brothers also has Turner
HBO
Classic
out
Movies.
here.
Oh,
you kind of forget when everyone has when all these companies own everything. It's like, oh yeah, no, they own that and they own that and they also own that. So that's cool.
Dude,
that's gonna happen.
My dad runs on Turner Classic Movies, man. He loves that shit.
The TMC. Gotta watch out.
TMC.
Or TCM.
No.
Speaking
Turner
of
movie
Paramount.
classics.
Yeah. Turner Classic Movies. Paramount says that there's going to be a new Sonic movie on December 22nd, 2028, described only as a Sonic Universe feature.
Okay.
Before Sonic the Hedgehog is set to release in March 19th, 2027. And I guess they're trying to expand it into like Marvel level. We're doing stuff. We're doing things. So we're going to get a Sonic 4 and then a year and X months later, the Sonic universe.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping they bring in all the goofy side characters like Fat Alligator and no, it's the alligator wasn't fat. The alligator was buff. But like Buff Alligator and like the other one. And then
the Chaotix? Is that who you're trying to describe?
Yeah, the Chaotix. Yeah, we need those guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, we need a Sonic Cinematic Universe. Yeah. Big the Cat. That's what I was thinking about. Not Fat's the Alligator, Big the Cat. My bad. There's a lot of Sonic characters.
Yeah.
So that's happening. We're going to get a whole Sonic thing?
Bro, if we had a whole movie that was about Knuckles and the Chaotix, I was so obsessed with them when I was a kid.
Me too.
Would be in there immediately to watch that movie.
Yeah, we'll get like Furry Awakening the Bat will be in there. We'll have like all like Amy and Rose. Yep. Was Rose one of them? I think so.
Amy Rose is the same character.
Amy Rose is the same person. Great. Who's the one who had like the robo arm and she was like a rabbit? She's like, I talk like this a little bit.
Sally Squirrel?
Sure.
Is that what you're talking about?
Sure. Yes. I don't know.
Did she have a mech arm?
Yeah. Who had the mech arm from the cartoon that had Steve Urkel as the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Cream the Rabbit. They're saying. I don't remember Cream.
I don't like Cream the Rabbit. I don't like that. I don't know. I don't know what the shit that is. Cream the Rabbit? No, I'm good.
Oh my god.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, jeez. Anyway.
Also, this week, some weird stuff is happening. Obviously, by the time we are here next Friday, the Game Awards will have happened, and we'll have some sort of feedback on that, I'm sure. But in complete mystery to everyone, which I'm very excited about, is last Saturday. I love when stuff like this happens. Did you see the weird statue that appeared in the desert that was put out by Jeff Keighley?
No. Is he doing an ARG?
Oh, yeah. We're ARGing.
Okay.
Jeff Keighley.
Weird thing in the middle of nowhere is normally an ARG indicator.
Yes. So this image is the thing. I'll put it in chat for everyone to look at. We'll put it up on screen in the VOD, but this is what it is.
Doopy doopy. Oh, what?
Yeah. Hold on. That's not I sent you the not full version.
Regal inspiring thickness is what he said along with this picture.
There is, I don't know if you can keep scrolling over, but if you keep scrolling over, you can see like the big version of it. Can you see that? The link doesn't work. Well,
no, that's okay.
Does this work for
Show
everyone?
it in the VOD. Oh, yeah.
So that's what it looks like at night. It's very weird.
Sick.
Yeah. And this is what it looks like. Yes, this is what it looks like during the day. And it is incredibly strange. No one knows what it's supposed to be. The close-ups of it, you can see both skulls and alligator men and demons that look straight up like they're from Doom, but then also lions and all sorts of crazy shit. But then there's this weird gate, and so everyone's trying to guess what it is.
There are so many games that have all of that iconography.
Exactly. So far, people have said, so this is out in the Mojave. It's really close to Joshua Tree, I think is what people were saying. But everyone was thinking, okay, God of War, Diablo, Fallout, Doom, Baldur's Gate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And everyone has basically been like, it's not it. It's not it.
Interesting.
And many people speculated, oh, is it Half-Life? But none of the style of this looks like Half-Life at all. So I have no clue what it's supposed to be. But everyone's excited that it means something. But when people said God of War, Sony Santa Monica was like, nope. When people said Diablo, Blizzard was like, nope. So I don't know what this is. And I kind of love it because it seems like it could be cool, but also more importantly, I expect everyone to be let down. You know what I mean? Like no matter what it is, I expect people to be let down because it's not going to be everything they want it to be. It's going to be something totally different.
Yeah. I mean, if
We'll
all
see.
of the obvious things are getting knocked out, then yeah, who knows? Who knows?
If it's Elder Scrolls, that'd be huge. At least we'd see Elder Scrolls 6 something. But I don't know, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Speaking of things,
Yeah.
there's a video up on YouTube right now for some weird thing I went to over on the YouTube channel. Like some weird thing. No, I don't know what that's about. But maybe check it out.
He ignored
I
it.
don't know.
He said, I can't find it anywhere. It was on the kitchen counter this morning. Spoil sport. I'll deal with that later. Keep talking.
Yeah, no, you should reply back. I was on the kitchen counter this morning, but you didn't want to drink me.
Damn.
Right? You could reply back that.
I could.
Like right now, though, you could.
I'm not going to. No.
Oh, okay. Right. Anyway. Also in the news.
Yes.
We are going to have a Helldivers movie. And
Right.
Arrowhead told Justin Lin, just make a movie. Apparently, the team over at Helldivers was like, we don't need them to play the game. We just need them to make the movie. So just make a movie. We'll see what they come up with. Usually what happens is everyone's like, well, I didn't know the story, so I just did my own thing.
Mm.
But as Chad is saying, it's basically Starship Troopers. So like, don't you already you already know what you're doing. You don't need to play the game to get the goof. So I don't know that in this case I care all that much. Usually when someone's like, I've never played Mortal Kombat, but I made a Mortal Kombat movie, I'm like, okay. That's a problem. But if your Helldivers is literally the gamification of Starship Troopers.
Right.
Like you can figure it out. It's not that crazy. So
Yeah.
We'll see. But it's always worrying when people are like, no, they have no experience with the property at all. Okay, hopefully someone does, but I have a feeling it's not that difficult in this case because it's Starship Troopers. Then I just wanted to say that we're at that time of year where everyone's going to be in LA doing all their LA things, trying to like get hyped up for the Game Awards and all that stuff. And I just want to remind everyone that out there, somewhere in the ether, is Suda51 actively trying to bring back old PlayStation 2 games from the early studio days, trying to get Romeo is a Dead Man on Switch and it being a pain in the ass. This week, we're not one, not two, 3 separate Suda51 articles where my man is just like, look, I'm doing things. I'm making plays. It's like, all right, dude. Okay. So, one.
Mm-hmm.
Suda is having an issue with Switch because his games require a bunch of stuff. And he's like, stupid Switch, making me do stuff. Then he has apparently Romeo is a Dead Man was going to go up against Grand Theft Auto 6, and Grand Theft Auto 6 moved. So now I guess they can release it on February 11th, 2026 on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Again, no Switch.
Okay.
He said, I'm losing my voice. He said, Sam is slandering Dukes right now. Now's the time, Dukes. You got to write back. Be like, I was sitting on the counter today. You could have drank me, but you said no.
No.
All right.
I won't.
I was going to wait. All right. That's fine. So he said, now we won our game of Chicken Against Cough, a certain twice delayed 2026 release. We can reveal our cards and confirm that we never intended to launch in May in the first place. We're warping space-time to put the finishing touches to Romeo is a Dead Man ahead of its launch next February. So we're going to get that as well. If you haven't seen the Romeo is a Dead Man trailer, y'all, go look at it. You'll be like, what? Suda51. Ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
the best reaction to have.
A true madman. And then we just found out as well that he's looking to bring back old games from the PlayStation 2 era. And I honestly am here for it. So that's fine with me. I don't know if this matters at all. We'll see. But I guess Tim Kaine is rejoining Obsidian as a full-time employee now. And he's one of the leads on Fallout. So we'll see if that does anything. He also co-directed Outer Worlds. So we'll see if that leads to anything cool. But that's where we're at now. Anyway, how you doing? You flirting with your husband? You should be.
He said, I'm tired of these games. I get you a latte every morning. There's no instant coffee. You've hid my energy drink. I have nothing left.
Tell him you said you told me in confidence that you didn't want any more energy drinks. And I, as your loving wife, am helping you achieve that goal.
I said, I'm sorry.
I care about you so much.
From you. And he said, but we have no coffee.
And then you say, just because you're weak, you gotta say, Sam, just because you're weak doesn't mean I'm wrong.
He said, don't make me kick the top of the door off, too.
There you go.
Holy shit. That's so funny. Okay, anyways.
That's the news. That's it.
Beautiful, incredible. Jesse, what is it looking like for us the rest of December? Are we going to be here every Friday for the rest of December?
I'm here. I'm good, baby. I'm here.
I might be gone on the 19th. I'll have to double check. But otherwise,
Okay.
I'm around.
All right.
I'm good.
Lovely.
I'm good for the shows.
Lovely.
Yeah. All right. What's going on with you, man? What's
Let me tell you, a whole bunch of nothing.
What are you doing?
I am going to close my eyes the minute we're done here. And then I am going to dream about a world in which I actually got sleep. And then maybe we'll think about games and things this week. So that's that.
Perfect.
We have the Game Awards this week. And if right now you're over on the YouTube channel, we're doing Sleep Awake, which is a very fun, cool game. And then we are going to do some more Tell Me About stuff, and more videos are on the way. But also, yeah, I'll probably stream the Game Awards this week as well. So that's that.
Nice. Awesome.
What are you up to?
I never do anything with the award shows. I always feel like I should, but they happen at such an inconvenient time for me.
Yeah.
They happen when I'm asleep. So I don't know. It would be fun to watch one though. I haven't watched one in forever. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how fucked up my sleep schedule is when it comes around. I have no idea what I'm going to be playing next week, to be honest. I don't have plans. I don't have plans, but I do still need to play Deltarune. Sam and I need to play Split Fiction, so maybe we'll dive into those. But
Cool.
Yeah. Hey gang, if you enjoyed this Geekenders, I saw somebody in chat earlier saying, "Is there somewhere I can watch the rest of these?" Yeah, man. You can go to youtube.com/Jesse Cox. That's where all of the Geekenders episodes are. You can watch them there. You can listen to us on podcasting sites and apps. We're all over the place. So if you enjoyed this episode very much and you've never seen the other ones, there's a huge backlog. We've had 100 episodes aside from this one. So
yeah,
plenty to
This
watch.
is 101. This is like a fresh start. It's a whole new era of sleep deprivation.
All new.
And husbands caffeine raging. 2026, baby, here we come.
And we're full steam ahead. It's our year.
It's our year.
It's our year, Geekenders. It's our year. Anyway, take care of yourselves, everybody. Have an amazing rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.